channel, and in today's video we're going to do another work from home video from 12 to 9 p.m. as a 27-year-old health and wellness coach. I'm going to take you guys along throughout my whole shift so you guys can kind of get a better glimpse of what I do on a day-to-day basis as a health and wellness coach. Today is Wednesday, so I have a lot to do. It's one of my busiest days, so you guys will kind of see more behind the scenes and how I interact as well with one of my members because I do have a call today. If you guys like this content and are interested in more work from home content and what I do, then don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Follow me on my Instagram and stay tuned for more content from me. Bye. See you in a minute. All right, you guys, it's currently 12 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and clock in. All right, you guys, so when I first clock in at 12, there's a number of things that I have to do before I can actually get started with my shift. First things first, I go ahead and clock in into Dayforce. Next, we have to sign into our work phone. So we have a work phone in case we have any inbound calls, any people who are interested in our services, any members that happen to call into the queue, then we're able to be readily available for them and to help better assist them. How the queue works is whoever's been in the queue the longest, then that first call will go directly to them. Whoever's been in the queue the second longest, then the next call that comes through will go to them. In this call queue, we can set ourselves to available, break, call prep, documentation, lunchtime, meeting, and training. So we use those accordingly. Number 3, we sign into all of our work systems. So we have a member portal that has to stay up because if we do have a member that has a fall or an SOS, which is emergency call to us, a red pop-up will pop up in our member portal and we're able to be notified very quickly and then we're able to reach out to them. So we definitely need that open at all times. We're able to see all members, all the information about them, and I usually just keep my 2 members up at all times. The next system is our watch system. So our company has 3 devices. We have a watch, we have a sleep mat, and we have a scale. So our watch has locations, so we're able to see all of our members' locations, where they're at, their last location, if they're at home, etc., and so forth. So we have a system where we can see everyone's locations. Just in case we do have a fall or an SOS, we're able to pinpoint exactly their location. And if we do have to call 911, then we're able to give them a address. So we have to keep that up as well at all times. As well, little red boxes will pop up too in that system to let us know if someone's had a fall. If they haven't moved in a while, it'll be a no movement. If they have an SOS, if they left an SOS message. So that will be all in that system. Next, I pull up all of my checklists. So fall protocols, if you're not familiar with it, there's a protocol on who we call. If you don't answer, who you call next. If they don't answer, what happens, special instructions, so forth. No connections for our watches, we have a protocol for that, and so forth. So I pull up all those checklists for me to be ready to use them if I need to. Last but not least, the last thing I do as soon as I clock in is I sign on to Slack. I say hello to the team. Your favorite worker is here. I say hi. I kind of scroll up a little bit to see if I miss anything, but I do have Slack on my phone, so I literally check it like my email and my text messages so I don't miss a thing. And that's where we put all of our information. If you're taking a break, if you're taking lunch, if someone called in, if a member called in, if you have someone on the line, that's our communication channel. So we just go and we message each other on there. But as soon as I come in, I say hi. And that is a brief gist of what I do as soon as I clock in. Okay. I then check my emails and respond to some that I have missed because today is Wednesday and Wednesdays are my Mondays. I have Mondays and Tuesdays off, so I usually try to respond to any emails that I've had that were sent on Monday and Tuesday. Then after all of that is done, I make an initial to-do list for today's shift, everything that I want to complete. I go ahead and write that down in my handy dandy little notebook. So Wednesdays is one of my busiest days. So first, I have to complete care insights. So what those are is every Wednesday, we send out little messages, about a couple sentences, to the members' caregivers to update them on how their members are doing. I have 2 members, so we need to write those. We write them on Word, and I usually go back to my previous calls the last week to see what we were working on and kind of gather that information to make my message for this week. And then when all of that is done, all the corrections have been made, I send that Word document to my 2 managers. They will make edits and they will send them back to me, and I will input them into the members portal where the caregiver will get to see that message. We do that every single week. So that's number 1 on our list for today. Number 2 is I have been working on a problem with IT about one of my members' scales. Her scale works perfectly on her end, but the information is not getting back to me in my portal, and that's been going on for a while. I've been gone for a while, so we've been literally back and forth. So I need to check in on that and see what else we can do, because these past few weeks, minus the week I've been gone, we've been troubleshooting, resetting, and it's only so much since we work from home and we're very far from them and they're seniors. So it's a lot. So we're gonna check in with that and what are the next steps, whether a new scale, which I'm hoping so we can scratch all of this and it'll make all of our problems go away. So we'll check on that and see. Number 3 on our to-do list is I was put with a big project. I recently had, we had a meeting about the company survey, and a lot of big wigs were in that meeting. Our president was in that meeting, our supervisors, and a few coaches like myself. And they were like, this is your time to speak up and let us know what we can do to help better support you as coaches in your day-to-day routine. And I spoke up and had a lot of great suggestions, and they seen that and recognized that, and they were like, hey, how about you gather all of the wellness coaches' suggestions together, email them to the 2 supervisors that want it, and we'll see what we can do. I like how they appreciate our input and ask for our input, which is great. Of course, we know not all of the stuff is going to be implemented, but it's always greatly appreciated to be thought of. So I reached out to all the coaches within the last week or so, minus 2 that haven't gotten back to me, but I gotten a great list. So what we're gonna do is compile all those great ideas together, and we're gonna send them to my supervisors today, and I'll just send the other stragglers later on when they decide to reach back out to me and tell me their suggestions. I also have a member call with Miss A at 6 p.m. I need to do that and kind of prep for that call and what I want to discuss and what I want to complete during that call. And that's it for right now that I can think of. First things first, let's work on those care insight messages. Okay, it's currently 1:45 p.m. and I just finished my care insights, and my manager just sent them back to me, so that's why it's been a little while. She had just a few edits, and I just inputted them into the portal, and they're just awaiting her approval. I'm gonna go ahead and send her an email that I have sent them, and we're waiting on her. So we can check off our first to-do list item, and that has been completed. Check. Next, I'm gonna work on that email. I'm gonna take a little while, craft that email, make it sound professional, make it sound real good, real juicy, and I will come back to you guys when I have the final draft ready to go, and I'll see you guys when we're ready to send. A quick rundown on what I do more specifically. I've been a wellness coach for almost 3 years now. My company, we work specifically with seniors. There's many different wellness coaches. People think that I'm just like this fitness guru, and I'm not. I'm not on like the exercising side of it. I more specifically work with seniors. So seniors who are at home, we make sure that they're safe. We make sure that they have goals to work towards. We make sure that their health is good. We specifically zone in on helping them live longer in their own homes independently. I called my members twice a week. We have specific bullet points that we have to discuss, and then we work on goals and things like that. But there are certain things in each call that has to be done with all members across the board. And then we work on what we've been working on personally between myself and my member. So that's kind of a little bit. Like I said a little bit earlier, with their devices, their 3 devices, we're able to locate them. We're able to check their health data. We're able to track their sleep. We're able to track their weight, their hydration, all things like that. And we're able, most importantly, and the biggest part, we're able to detect if they fall in their home. If they fall, we are right there. No, not in person, but we are there to assist them. We're alerted. And if we are not alerted, which is very rare, they have the option on their watch to emergency call us. So if the watch did not go off when they fell, then they have the option to emergency call us, and they will call straight into that queue I was telling you about. And they will be like, hi, I have fallen. I cannot get up and my watch didn't go off. You weren't notified. I've been sitting here, whatever the case may be. Or any emergency that they're in, they're able to call us directly. So that's just a little bit kind of more what I do, and I love what I do. I had 6 members at one time. I had the most members out of the company at one time, but we have trials and stuff like that, so they decided to not move forward and pay our price. So I am back down to my 2 OGs, my originals that's been with the company from the beginning. So it's a little rant, a little bit what I do, but I'm gonna do a separate video on how I actually became a health and wellness coach to kind of give you a better idea if you are wanting to be one. All right, you guys, it's currently 3 p.m. and I just finished drafting up the final for this email. We have a lot of great things for the coaches who did reach back out to me and gave their suggestions. There's a few boo that didn't even respond to me yet, so I'll check back in with them a little later, but it is way overdue for this email to be sent. So we're gonna go ahead and send them this email. We gathered up 10 suggestions for our managers for the company, and this was their chance to take the initiative and actually suggest some great ideas. This company is actually giving us a voice, okay, a chance to speak up. And literally, I'm surprised that almost over half of our team had nothing for me. Like, what? Y'all like complaining. This could be better. This could be better. And like, where was that energy? Y'all needed to speak up. Even if you don't have nothing, say something, babe. Say something. They gave me nada. So, whoever did respond back to me, thank ya. I'm going to proofread it one more time and then send it to them. And then in about an hour, I go to my lunch break, and I have an hour long. So I think I'm gonna go and get some sushi. And I'll see you guys in an hour. All right, you guys, it's currently 4 p.m. I want to show you guys a quick OOTD. I got this set from Ross, the skirt and the shirt and the matching socks. Really cute. Then I have my metallic Nike Vomeros, and we're gonna go ahead and get our food and come right back. Bag secure, let's go home and eat. Okay, this is what I got. I got some gyozas. They're so good. They're literally the best gyozas ever. I usually dip them in the sweet chili sauce. It's so good. I love like dumplings. That chili sauce is amazing. I got an order of the chicken egg rolls. So good with the sweet chili sauce. I got their Satoshi roll, which is snow crab, eel, deep fried cream cheese with spicy mayo and eel sauce drizzled on top. I got about 20 minutes left of my hour lunch break. I'm gonna go ahead and chow down, and I'll see you guys at 5 o'clock. So it's a little before 5:15. It's 5:11. I'm gonna go ahead and put my headphones on and get ready for our end of shift meeting, which is at 5:15 every single day. It's an afternoon huddle. They have a morning huddle, they have an afternoon huddle, and they have a overnight huddle. And we go over any updates that the morning shift has to pass on to evening shift, any announcements from the supervisors that have to be passed down. So in a couple minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and hop right in, and then I will see you guys a little bit before 6 to prep for our call. See, 5:12. Look, there's me. Hi. We got really sad news in that huddle. We were trying to do 4 10s, so 4 on, 3 off days. Everyone said it was a great idea. But when we had like one-on-ones with our supervisors, there were some people who were like, I thought, I didn't think it was going to be major change. I'm not sure I like that idea. And it was like on the fence, and they went to HR with it, and HR declined it. I'm so sad because I actually wanted to get a part-time job, so work my 4, and then the 3 I was gonna work back at the hospital doing something and do 3 12s. So I'm really heartbroken that they declined it. They said they'll revisit it, but who knows how long that's gonna take. I almost shed a tear. So yeah. So I have about 30 minutes. I'm gonna finish my food and then prep for my call. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. All right, you guys, it's 5:58, and at 5:55 I set myself in the queue to call prep. We have 5 minutes of call prep time before our check-in calls, and then we have a 7-minute documentation time after our calls to do notes. Our calls are not supposed to exceed over 20 minutes, but this particular member, she likes to talk more, so our calls usually are a little bit longer. I try to reel her back in towards that 20-minute mark, but we always go over. It never fails. And then I just wrote down everything that I wanted to go over. The main things is she just had neck injections, so I want to see how she's feeling about those. And she has started a new medication that she said she's been dealing with the side effects of the new medication, but she said her pain subsided greatly. So we'll see how she's feeling with that, as well as she was supposed to attend a funeral today. Hopefully she answers if she's not still out, and see how that went, see how she's feeling, and then complete our wellness survey, which is 7 questions generally that we ask every call just to see how they're doing. If they were busy, if they were bored, if they were lonely, if they were social, if they had purpose, if they were in pain, if they're rested, if they're tired. Really simple. So I have about a minute, and I'll let you guys kind of hear a little bit about the call in a few seconds. This is Deja. I'll give a call back in about 10-15 minutes and see if I can reach you. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye. No answer. I think she is at that funeral. I'll probably call back in like maybe more towards like 30 minutes to see if she's home by then. So I'll call you guys back when I reach her. It's 6:30. I'm gonna try and call my member one more time. Okay, so I waited like an hour to see if she would answer. Now it is 8 o'clock her time, so I told her I'll call her on Saturday. Notes are gonna be really easy. I'm in my 7-minute documentation time right now, but my notes are gonna be easy. It's just gonna be member didn't answer. Our next check-in call will be Saturday. So I'm gonna go ahead and complete that really quick. That's it for right now. So I have 2 more hours into my shift, and I'll check back in with you guys in a few minutes after I finish submitting these notes. It's 7:50 and the sun is setting. All right, you guys, I'm taking my last 15-minute break. We get 2 15-minute breaks in our shifts, and then I have about an hour before I go home. Before I clock out. So I'm gonna take my quick break, and I will see you guys in about an hour or so before I clock out. It's about 8:40, and I know I told you guys earlier that I was supposed to check in with IT about that member's scale, and they did send me quite a few messages. So I responded back. They wanted me to move her scale closer to a window for better signal. We'll see how that goes. I don't think that's gonna work. They were like, if that doesn't work, then we may need to look into getting her a new scale. And I'm like, we should have been sent her a new scale, but okay. So I have a call with her tomorrow, so I'll have her or her daughter move her scale closer to the window, but still less than 10 feet away from the data hub. And we'll see if that works and monitor that. That is it. I literally usually just listen to music, or I'll scroll on TikTok, check any more emails, of course respond to any falls or SOSs that come through, but none have come through. So I have about 20 minutes until I can say peace out, Girl Scout, and clock out for the evening. So I'll see you guys at 9 to say bye-bye. It's 9 o'clock, y'all. Time to clock out. Alright, you guys, that is it. It is 9 p.m. We worked a full shift together, 12 to 9, as a wellness coach. So sorry you guys didn't get a chance to hear my call, but hopefully I will do more videos like this and you guys are able to kind of hear what we go through. But that is it. I'm signing out of everything. I'm gonna slack my team good night, sleep tight, sweet dreams, and that is it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.